mesa lands of southeastern Arizona. And just around the curve, off in the distance, we see a snow-capped mountain range. In the distance, you can see the town of Safford. Just barely make it out. We might see it when we get over this little rise, but it's about 20 miles away. There it is, way in the distance. This federal highway, US 191, on which we're about to turn, has an interesting history. Until the early 1990s, it was actually known as US 666, and the state of Arizona petitioned the U.S. Transportation Department to rename it, obviously, for obvious reasons. But now we are going to travel along it for a little while, up into the mountains, and look at some rocks. So wish me luck as we turn on to the former U.S. Route 666. Somewhere up in the mountains ahead of us. Supposed to be some interesting geology. Ooh, look what we're heading into. I hope there are lots of road cuts that we can explore. And not too much traffic so we don't get run over. Here's the snow-capped mountain traveling toward the southwest. On the former US 666. Black Hills Rockhound area, 2 miles. Thank you. They warn people the road's not maintained, but this is a mighty fine Bureau of Land Management road so far. As long as you drive sensibly, this one is not rutted or weatherboarded. Hang on, I might have seen something on the side of the road. Thought it might be some agate, but I don't believe it is. The old adage out in the desert, when you come to a fork in the road, you take it. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Alright, the Black Hills Rockhound area, the main attraction here is fire agate, which is I guess a semi-precious stone, but there's also dacite, which you can nap into arrowheads and spear points, and dacite, andesite, and rhyolite for some fire agate. Never seen a piece, so I have no idea what I'd be looking for. This might be where we start to back up, because I don't know if you can tell, but it is steep, and I don't know. I would rather scout it. It looks like the road is okay, but I'd hate to run into a place that I could turn out and then try to back up the hill. I could, but it'll be a lot better to do it this way. All right, there's some people looking in that area. If I come back, I'll check it out. Oftentimes in the desert, when you come to a fork in the road and you take it, you often get the opportunity to come back and take the other, or take it again the other way. Okay, this fork in the road takes us to a fence, which I probably am not going to go through. So let's go back out the way we came. The world cactus have made sporadic appearances for the last 5 or 10 miles. But if you look off to the right on the mountainside, that hillside over there, it's just covered with them. We're about 100 miles southeast of Phoenix. So Gila County, and we're in the Gila Valley. I haven't looked for any Gila monsters. Wouldn't know how to cook it if I found it. This is Globe, Arizona, and it's built on a dry riverbed, bottom, between some mountains. Reminds me a little bit of eastern Kentucky towns, except there are no trees on the hills. The speed limit is 50, and they don't do it. And then when you come around corners and you stare straight into the sun. Oh, gee, you shouldn't have changed if you stayed over there. No.
Thank you.
What he says in this message, beginning in chapter 2, verse 1. It says, to the angel or the pastor of the church of Ephesus write, these things saith he